Hey, what's up guys, it's Adrian here, and today I'm gonna show you how to play Katarina in Season 13. And the way to go now is to start with Longsword. Currently AD Kata is more popular. And we are going Conquer as it can grant additional attack damage. If you buy Longsword, then Adaptive Force will count towards attack damage. And it matters for your basic attacks, because your E is actually an auto attack reset. So you can do auto E auto, and that's how you usually trade, except for the combo with QE, which matters less if you don't play Electrocute. Usually you wanna use Q on the enemy as much as you can. Just keep dealing damage, especially that it doesn't cost you anything. Also, when last hitting, try to last hit with the Q when the enemy is close, so then you can damage at the same time. He's gonna die. See? And that was an example. So I flashed to reach Nunu, and that way launch an auto attack. And then I did the reset. I had to flash because I would not reach him with basic attack at first, so this allowed me to just auto and then the rest. It's important to reach your passive too. Alright, the first item you wanna get is Divine Sunderer, starting with Shin when you can, because after using an ability you deal enhanced damage with additional on hit, so you should be using it as much as you can after every single ability. And some players actually max E when going AD, and you can do that as well. If you wanna play AP Kata, you just go with Rocket Boat and Nature's Tooth. If you play Q max with this build, it's also not so bad because Divine Sunderer grants Hybrid Pen. You can use your E to avoid enemy abilities, of course, like I did now. Let's engage at him. Also pay attention to your Adaptive Force stacks, because if you have good amount of these stacks, then you can really deal so much damage early game. Something you would have never imagined. Okay, so I just max Q. If you wanna max E as AD Kata, it's completely fine, it's good. It also depends if you can use your Q a lot or not, or if you can actually basic attack a lot, that matters more. Because if you play against some heavy poke matchup, then of course you won't be able to auto attack much, and then it's even pointless to start with Longsword. And you can as well just start with Dark Seal and Refillable Potion. As for the way Kata works on the passive is actually split into two parts. So the first part is about the resets that you see with Katarina, just being able to cast her abilities all the time in the teamfights. Basically, whenever an enemy dies that you damage within last 3 seconds, this takedown grants you 15 seconds reduction on every ability. Which means that pretty much after every kill, you are able to use your E, your Q, your W. And it's not just kill or an assist, like I said before, an enemy just have to die within the last 3 seconds of your damage. I hope that's clear. Basic example is, you damaged an enemy, if the enemy dies within the last 3 seconds, you get a reset. As you can see, ultimate has 90 seconds cooldown, so you don't get an instant reset just for a single kill, but it all stacks together, and after a triple that's 45 seconds. And let's talk about some combos, especially once you unlock your ultimate. So you cast E, then W, then Q, ultimate, and E. Your Q always appears behind the target, so if I do the combo like this on that minion, I know it will appear behind the minion, so I can already E whenever it's available, and that way the combo is really smooth and fast. You just have to know it. It's kind of a muscle memory. Also, this Q is slower when there's no other target. So if there are other targets around, it goes faster, and it matters when poking your enemy, because you can actually, like I said before, can damage and farm at once. So you see, this Q was faster just because there was another enemy, and this time it was a minion. It attacks the nearby targets. Basically, Q deals the damage to the target and to nearby enemies. And after pressing Q, it leaves your passive on the ground, which is the second part of the passive I didn't talk about yet. So whenever Katarina picks up a dagger, she uses it to slash through all enemies nearby, dealing magic damage. It also applies on-hit effect, hence why AD is so good, with on-hit effects like here with Sheen. Could have actually flashed for Zeri and she would die. But maybe I reach her from the other side. Probably not, because she's heading bot. But maybe I could just dive her. Oh, she's there. Okay, let's go. You can also do this. Just instantly flashing, closing that range. Flashy is very quick. Now, as for W, Katarina tosses a dagger, which leaves the same dagger like your Q on the ground. That is your passive. And also speeds you up. Currently it's 50%, decaying over 1.25 seconds. So you instantly get 50% and it's decaying over this amount of time. Also, the more points you have into this ability, the better the movement speed buff is. You can use it with your combo, or to speed up yourself, or to leave a dagger that you can E through. You have to be creative with it, basically. You can even use your W to close an obstacle, to get through an obstacle. Let's say there's a wall, there's an indicator on your passive, you press like here, to that side, you appeared on the other side. But that's an example. You can do something a bit harder but also effective. Let's use it on the harder wall. You just press W and instantly on the edge of the indicator. And sometimes you can escape like this without having to flash. That's really cool. Then there's your E, which is like your second flash. You dash to an enemy. You can also dash to your ally. That means champions and minions. You can also E on monsters. You cannot do that on trinkets, but you can E on jungle plants. And picking up a dagger resets this ability's cooldown, but not completely. It depends on the level. So like, as you can see, I'm level 9 and it grants 84% cooldown reduction. This really matters for the speed of your combos. That means your combos can be a bit faster later. Emax second and W last. So at level 1 you get 78% reduction, then it's 84 past level 6. Then at level 11 it's 90%, and at level 16 it's 96%. So then your combos get really fast, like you instantly get your E. Also, maxing E reduces the cooldown of E a bit, so that helps too for fast resets. You'll be able to fast reset earlier if you max E. It has a nice synergy with AD build, like I said before, because it's more reliant on what I've shown you, with how you can also attack reset. Then ultimate applies previous wounds, that means it reduces enemies' healing, which helps Kata, and that way she doesn't have to build any healing reduction. It deals damage to nearby targets, and in order to activate it, you need to have an active target. And sometimes that way you can see if the enemy is hiding in bush or not. Because for example, if I have no vision but my ultimate is up and it's not grey, then I know someone's around. Sometimes it helps. And in your combo without ult, you just do EWQ. And the way it works, you get a reset for your E by picking up a dagger. And same with your ultimate. The reason why you press EWQ ultimate is to not interrupt any abilities and to get the reset as fast as possible. So first you eat the target, then you leave W. During that you press Q, because Q can interrupt ultimate, so you do it before ult. I hope you get it. And then during that time you already get a reset. And that's pretty much it. I'm gonna go next game because this was a stomp. Alright, welcome to the next game, and now I'm playing against Cannon. In this matchup, like most ranged matchups, you just wanna avoid the poke. Also try not to get pushed too much, because then you can lose some minions. Also, when you're being poked too much, you can sometimes just last hit with Q. Like I got poked now, and I don't need to get closer, I can just Q like this, also damaging an enemy. So we can play like this for the first 3 levels and then re-engage. That often surprises your enemy with how aggressive you become as Kata, and sometimes you can get first blood that way. I know I said that usually you wanna kill the enemy, but in such matchup when I'm being pushed, I just wanna focus on minions early. This also allows your jungler to try to gank. I wish I had level 3 now, would have more possibilities. Off. Alright, he actually flashed. Also, you can flash into your dagger and that way get a reset for your E or just fast combo. Okay, he's dead. No need to ignite. If you know you have enough damage, then there's no need to hurry. Also, when learning kata, remember that even if you fail at once, just focus on doing the combo properly. It matters in the long run compared to getting random kills just because of pressing random buttons, right? So if you know what you're doing, you progress faster as kata. I myself have pretty much 770,000 mastery points with kata right now. You can also take Hex Drinker into heavy AP comps, like here, it helps. But let's just go the classic way. Like, I guess you can take that one behind. And maybe I just get it at some point. Rushing Vincent into such matchups is a good idea as well. Or Hex Drinker with Vincent, even better combination. So EWQ is the combo without ult, and with ult you just add the other thing. And I just flashed because I didn't have E before. And I use this to get to the other way, and I have my E on minions and I'm safe. Let's go. Well, that was quick, I just came back to the lane and I'm already returning. Let's get boots now, cause I might roam. Also roaming is important. Just remember to always push the wave first. So that way, you know, you apply some pressure, your enemy is busy with minions, and at the same time not punishing you for roaming too much. It just takes the right time to roam. Sometimes from base, like in this case I'm paying attention and it's looking like I could sacrifice this minion wave. Of course the situation changed, they bugged and it's not worth anymore, so I'm staying. So you just have to keep looking on the map and see what happens. Morgana is coming. Sometimes you can W like this just to get E, and look, that way I was able to reach Cannon, and he's dead now. Oh, Morgana took the kill. And you can do like this when you're really sure that you can get the kill. If there are even situations, don't hesitate to ignite, because better getting a kill early than not getting it and regretting. Oh, Amumu. He's actually not there. Oh. I will survive this, but barely. That was a good combo, and now it really makes me consider actually going Hex Drinker. Because you saw the damage. And Hex Drinker grants insane shield. But I do that once I get enough gold. Like now, I can also get Dark Seal, because maybe I get fed. Also when going in, usually you should wait for your allies to engage first. So then, after locking up CC, for example, you just clear everything. Just finish them off. Wow, lots of damage really. I went for minions because Cannon is 0-3, so not worth much gold. But I took a necessary poke right now. Here goes Morgana again. Nice catch. Didn't use ult because I didn't have to. Sometimes you might teamfight quickly, transition into another, and you might need that ult to make a difference. It's all about the details with Kata. Now I'm thinking if I could get red plating, but Amumu is around, so I shouldn't. it's a good idea to upgrade boots fully.
These other queens, I wish them luck. Why shouldn't I? There's no one like me.
Really doing a lot. I think before I get Hex Drinker, I shouldn't engage anymore unless there's a follow-up. I know that Morgana is coming there a lot, but it's possible because I'm letting Kennen push.
My rule is iron.
Make sure not to push too hard, because you won't be able to even apply your combo, or you have to deal with the turret. I flashed because Morgana wasn't close enough for spell shield, and I didn't know if she would apply that.
An ally has been slain.
A lot happening on the mid lane. Oh, you got the sound. Okay, is that?
Ally has been slain. Double kill. An enemy has been slain.
Diplomacy is overrated. Stabbing's easy.
Close. I could dive her actually.
No one defies the queen.
Dominating. Shut down.
But didn't go the way I planned. I should have waited. Because at first I wanted to W here and just return, but I was too far away and I took the other path. I should have waited for MF to push this wave first.
My rivals broke before me. The other queens will too.
Alright, they're on it again. Let's go at them. Lags at least.
Both crown and death.
An enemy has been slain.
Alright. So eat the target and then pick up the dagger. That way is the best. Or when selecting, just use E on the target instead of the dagger first, if you can.
An ally has been slain. You have slain an enemy. Double kill.
Lives are
Nice.
short, unlike my legacy.
And this is the way to clear fast. You just Q and W, that way you have the passive twice.
After this, all of Elysium will know what I'm capable of.
And guess what, I overstayed. Actually I was so close, I just need one ult so I would survive.
Destroyed a turret.
Let's actually get this Hex Drinker. It's an unusual case where you have 4 AP. Also lately after Vincent, it's worth getting Randuin's. Use all Niche Stana, but I might just take that for an example. It's also the most fed, so it still makes sense to go that way.
Disobey a queen's command.
Also when escaping you can use Q on Raptors here and it will appear, and the dagger will appear on that side. So you can just E. And if the enemy is too far away, I can't set up the combo like this. As you EWQ, try to pick up the dagger behind you. But if the target is far enough, it won't work. And Katarina stops casting Q when you lose vision, so that matters too. Keep in mind. Well, I have a drinker.
Weaker rulers show mercy.
Probably not. You probably shouldn't. Because Timo also has blind now. That won't work. But it depends, because if they die of misfortune, then I react.
No one defies the queen.
They might want to dive. The situation can change in a second.
I grant anyone.
Like this now. Oh, Timo's shroom.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
And that's probably too much in that case. Unless... oh, that missed. But Sion is pushing freely. I think I get some
Personal.
armor and health.
Shut down.
The Queen's alliance is feeble. To lead it requires strength. A bit of new blood. Bow before me.
It's also a good idea to split push, but from my experience it's better to sacrifice some CS to be around for your teammates.
Or bleed out.
Because random teamfights can happen very often, and it's better to be around and save your team that way while also taking the lead.
Enemy is unstoppable.
On paper it's great to split push all the time and you know. But yeah.
I am queen of
It's also difficult dealing with Tristana as Kata because Tristana has self-peel, that ultimate. Oh, nice escape. I thought I had her. That was unfortunate.
I am the queen of assassins. I won my throne by murder. I'd like to see these laws try to take it.
It can definitely be a bait. Yes, it's Timo. He's gonna have these annoying shrooms around.
This feeds on blood. A queen's retreat is always routine.
Alright, it's a dive.
Double kill. An ally has been slain.
Unless you're really fat, you shouldn't go in first. If you know you can delete the target, go in, but it happens on the mid lane, for example, late game.
Favorite part of ruling is the execution.
Not in an organized teamfight like this. Unless they step on your dagger, then you can kill. But when they gather together, it's a hard comp for Kata.
To disobey a queen's command is death. They fear my weapons. I am the weapon.
And Sion is playing split push mode.
Down.
My crest is merely the first of many crowns.
It's way harder for Kata when they go grouped like this. Oh, nice try. Ah, so close, but I was blinded anyway. And blind also works against the splash effect of your passive. Also, I think I pressed E twice, which shouldn't happen, because then you lose the reset. Let's go like this, having some armor.
I don't care if they're bowing or bleeding, so long as I win.
This build makes you a bit harder to kill during the team fights. You've got some healing from this mythic. Could just kill one. Good positioning.
A queen's versatility and an assassin's ruthlessness. The coronation never planned on me.
I have to play different this game.
I killed for this crown.
There's no follow-up and they are going for the Drake.
Lives are short,
Yeah, I guess we can rush.
Your team has destroyed.
At least that. Triggering Shin effect. To push faster. At least we stopped the Drake, but if they engage, well, they will be able to do it anyway. This Tristana.
crown and dagger with elegance.
I just knew that if I engaged now, I would just die. And she even intentionally stepped on a dagger because she knew there's no danger. Now just trying to rush Baron like this. Go in first.
Weaker rulers shall
Shut down. An enemy dominated. Shut down.
Yes. Outplayed.
Aced.
Thought it would be a penta.
kneel before me or bleed out.
Okay, they got aced. See, there's the kata potential. And I've got my old bug because of all of these resets. 15 seconds per kill. Also, Hex Drinker was so worth it. Actually saved me.
Before me. The other queens will too.
We won't have much time to push. Maybe the turret. Yeah. That's it. Close enough. Now I should just spend this gold,
Is a weapon,
get
and
Vincent.
I do love a weapon. We planned for this. The bloodshed will wait for me. They
Let's actually upgrade this, because the heavy AP comp, even better, even bigger shield. Also granted lifesteal, which has better synergy with this AD build, actually hybrid. This is why I play like this instead of speed pushing and having 200 CS at this point. because I can't control my teammates. I just have to be counter-reactive.
My crest is merely the first of many crests.
An ally has been
It's a bad idea, kill Timo first. You shouldn't even go there to let the enemies start teamfight on you when there's a speed pusher, because that's a free turret because of this look.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Timo is gonna escape. Morgana wasted ult on tank. Nice. So they won't do Baron, it means pretty much, right?
Shut down.
Might need to switch into red trinket because of Timo.
Is the executions. My crest feeds on blood.
Oh, she has tons of damage now. Might even consider GA.
I killed for this crown. Fear what I'll do now.
But if we have Sion, everything's possible. Trap. Nice.
Killing spree.
Oh, I had no vision.
Ally has been slain. Rampage.
Yay. Oh. Also, if you need instant movement speed, you just press W sometimes.
Bleed for the crown.
Just make sure to calculate if you need that W in the moment. That was a great trap. 3 worth setting traps.
My rule is iron. My
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Okay, that way I was able to get an inhibitor, nice.
lives are short, unlike my legacy.
Your team has destroyed.
You should go back. I decided to engage.
Slain.
The first step. With me as queen, Schema will reign forever.
I didn't have to ult.
I'll take those curtsies. Queen's crown is down.
Oops. As you see, sometimes it happens. Pressing E twice.
Has been slain. Your team has destroyed a turret.
I bend any weapon.
It's something, you just need to pay attention to this. It happens to me once in a while when I have a break from kata.
Your team has destroyed a turret. An ally has been slain.
Alright, so that's it guys. Thanks for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video and that you learned something about kata. Let me know in the comments if you did, and if you would like me to make a guide on specific champion, just tell me in the comments as well. You can also check out my other videos and my stream, and see you next time.